What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Power Play with CJ. I saw this abs comparison. I figured I'd make it. The New York Knicks of the NBA are an atrocious basketball team with one of the biggest payrolls in sports. Obviously, re-signing Carmelo Anthony to a massive contract over the summer, and they are 8-42 in the season. They are the first NBA team to guarantee themselves a losing record. So, congratulations, Derek Fisher and Phil Jackson. I haven't seen an abomination involving those guys this bad since the Lakers got swept out of the playoffs in 2011. That might actually be worse than this. I watch some hoops every now and then. People don't realize that. And the Leafs, they're both the biggest. Obviously, the Lakers are the biggest name in the NBA, but they're in. The Leafs are in the mecca of hockey, and the Knicks play in the self-appointed mecca of basketball. Even though, New York's had some phenomenal basketball players over the years, but I wouldn't say they're the mecca, but you catch my drift. And they both have the high-priced names. Obviously with the Leafs with Phil Kessel and Dion Phaneuf, who are both slightly overpaid for what they are. And the Knicks have the aforementioned Carmelo Anthony, and soon, they have Amari Stoudemire, two guys who are drastically overpaid for what they do. Amari's contracts expire, so they're dodging that bullet this summer. But you look at just how bad these teams are for the payroll they have, and just how much money they charge for tickets and everything. They're the two richest franchises. Well, the least the most rich, are the richest franchise in the NHL. The Knicks might be behind the Lakers. I'm pretty sure. Even the Lakers suck too, but at least the Lakers have a very, very distinguished history, and they both live off. The Knicks last won a championship in 1972, and obviously the Leafs in '67. And they missed. I think poor management has doomed that team over the years, and they also live with the fantasy of having homecomings. And you look at when the Knicks did it with Stephon Marbury and even Carmelo Anthony, neither one went according to plan. Even though Melo was actually raised in Baltimore, even though he was born in Brooklyn. And then going a step further, the Leafs are holding on to this fantasy that Stamkos or somebody's gonna come home via free agency, and the bottom line is with being the epitome of dysfunction that they are, that's just not gonna happen. There's a pretty good article in the LA Times about Corey Perry when he re-signed with Anaheim 2 years ago. He thought long and hard about going to free agency and ended up in Toronto, but end of the day, is really, really happy he stayed in Anaheim because obviously they're a Stanley Cup contender, phenomenal hockey team, and the Leafs, aren't, and I just think you look at the management, you look at the poor decisions they've made, the awful draft things, and just the parallels between the New York Knicks and the Toronto Maple Leafs are uncanny. And you look at the bottom line with them is they're still worth a shitload of money, which is hysterical considering how poor they've been, over the last few years. They've both got, I think the Knicks have 3 playoff appearances in the last 12 years, and then the Leafs obviously got 1 in the last 10. So, that's just, you can see fans are paying top dollar and not getting a return on their investment worth a damn because, first round out in your only playoff appearance in a decade, Toronto is it's tough, and obviously not only do you go out in the first round, you drop an embarrassing Game 7 to the Boston Bruins. That's and I feel Leafs fans at least kind of get it and kind of embrace it. Knicks fans are disillusioned with reality, and going as much as I think the Leafs are kind of disillusioned with guys wanting to go there. I think they're a slightly better run organization, even though I don't think Stamkos or even Tavares or the free agent, those guys will consider going there. You look at the Knicks article in Barstool. Carmelo is going to recruit Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Marc Gasol, who are all free agents in the next 2 years, to want to go to New York. And it's like, no, well, they all play in small market teams, and why would they want to leave those teams that were all very, very good teams, title contenders, to go play in an awful thing? It's a similar parallel with Stamkos and Tampa going to Toronto. I just think if you look. The situation is pretty cool. I like looking at parallels in different sports because I think if you just put blinders on and focus on just hockey, it becomes boring after a while. So looking at the Knicks organization, the Leafs organization, you see so many similarities, and that's why they're both they're high-priced failures essentially. But we'll see. Maybe this is the year both teams turn around at the draft. But we'll see what happens. Anyway, that's one episode of the Power Play with CJ on the parallels between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the New York Knicks. Stay tuned for more episodes for the season and beyond. Later, guys.